In, Oliver.
Yeah, it feels a little weird, but it's fun and exciting at the same time being back. So excited for tonight.
The emotions, is this everything that you thought it would be?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit in the body, but it's going to be business as usual. I'm going to enjoy it, but yeah, the most important thing for us is to get a win. So,
what do you remember most about your time here?
Probably, I don't know, maybe the Tampa series, I guess. I'd like to have gone on a longer run, obviously. Other than that, there's a lot of good memories with teammates along the way and different seasons we've had. And obviously, I remember the fans of Columbus. They're always so nice to the guys, and they really care and want a winning team. So I always appreciated that about the city.
How long did it take you to get adjusted to your new team, your new system, all that sort of stuff?
I don't think it took too long. I mean, I know maybe I've had some struggles as far as putting points in the on the table, but no, I think they were good about it. They took care of me, and all the guys on the team are nice, so I felt comfortable pretty fast. I thought I had some good games early on, just didn't really put up the points the same way maybe expected. So regardless of that, I felt comfortable pretty early.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's different about the role that you're being asked to play here in Seattle versus when you played for the Jackets?
I mean, last year I definitely had a big step in Columbus, and the coach gave me an A, and I was more involved in the leadership group, and I don't know, just familiar with everything here, so I felt really, really comfortable. Obviously in Seattle, we have a team with a lot of depth and a lot of guys who've won Stanley Cups and this and that, and just being a new guy in a team, it takes a little time to figure out your role, but somewhat similar, but I don't know. I don't know how to really answer it, but yeah.
Big night for you last night. How confident are you coming into this one just in your own game? And
feel good. It's nice getting that win last night. It was huge for us. We're obviously, trying to get points and make sure we can get in playoffs. So points are huge, and that's our main focus tonight for myself. I have no reason not to be ready, so I want to have a good performance and help the team win.
Ollie, there have been guys literally that were traded during their wedding.
Yeah.
Yours was during your honeymoon, which is not quite as bad. But do you remember the moment when you got the phone call and how kind of disruptive that was? What the circumstances were?
Yeah, and it was late at night, and we're in Africa, but I had a few missed calls, and I kind of figured what it was about. So I was a little nervous about that, but I know it was overwhelming and a lot of emotions going on, but. We had the whole trip to kind of figure it out and stay away from everything. So it ended up being a good trip, and it was what it was. So.
You get TSN down there?
What's that?
Can you get TSN in Africa?
No, there was nothing. I stayed away from that, so yeah.
And you knew they had to do something after they make Gaudreau. Did you have any indication that it could be you, or was everybody on high alert, or did it blindside you a bit?
No, I knew somebody had to go. It was pretty obvious, with Patty and Gaudreau and the different signings, so somebody had to go. It still blindsided me a little bit. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be me. I knew it was a chance, but I don't know. The way I felt when I got the call, obviously, I think it definitely was a surprise, so wasn't expecting it. But again, it's a business, and you got to be ready for it, and I knew that. So.
Oliver, you've seen a lot of different kinds of deadlines, lots of people leaving, lots of people coming. This group stays intact. What does that mean to the room?
Means the management has faith in their group. We've done well so far this season. Still think we have another level as far as consistency in our games and managing games at certain times, but we like our group. We feel comfortable. So yeah, we're going to run with it.
This group is very close. Was there much chatter in the group chat today, or did people just stay to themselves?
I think just stay to ourselves, yeah. So you never know what can happen on days like this. So stay to ourselves, but nobody got moved, nobody got added, so yeah, we're good.
And Ron said that if he had the opportunity, he would talk to you. I know you guys have just gotten to the rink. Have you heard anything from your coach or from the GM yet?
No, I haven't heard anything.
You've played in so many different combinations for the Kraken already so far this season, recently moving back onto that line with Wenberg and Schwartz. What do you like about playing with those two?
No, they're smart players. They think the game well, and I think I've said a few times with Wenny, you got to get open. He'll give you the puck, and even Schwartz, he makes a lot of good plays. You can see he made a lot of nice stretch plays last night, and he finds you and can put the puck in it at the same time. So I like the combination.
Yep.
Clock, just so we know.
Very good.
Yeah.
trade deadline. Obviously, today you guys are sticking with the same group you have. What kind of advantages are there for you guys heading down the stretch by sticking with that group and some of the chemistry that you've built?
We've just had a consistent mentality all the way through. I mean, this is this is the group that's been here since day number one. This group has worked really hard to put themselves in this position, and and the focus is on continuing to do that together.
Was there any kind of message that you gave to the team when you got to the rink today? Ron said maybe you would talk to them just now that it's over, the deadline's passed.
We talked about tonight's game. It's a back-to-back. There's not a whole lot of time for extras. Like I said, our group has been together all year, so we don't need a whole lot of extra talk. We know the job at hand here tonight. We know the road in front of us, and our focus is on the drop of the puck tonight.
Going back to last night's game, with Grubauer being able to come in, help you get the couple of points, how important was that performance, especially in the midst of a playoff race, to be able for him to come in and do that for your team?
Gruby did exactly last night what he's been doing. He's been good. We go. You can go back over his last 10 games and look at the saves and the way he's playing for our hockey team. So I don't mean to downplay it because it was really important, the job that he did. A couple of the saves that he made early, that was really important for our group. But nothing that would be unexpected. And I think I believe if you ask Gruby, he would tell you exactly the same thing. That he would be confident coming into that situation and helping the team do it and do his part.
And Oliver Bjorkstrand too, coming into your team, obviously an important part of your team, but being able to maybe get more comfortable as the season has gone on, is that something that you've been able to notice from him?
Yeah, there's always an adjustment period for everybody coming in, regardless of the circumstances that you come in under. And there was never an adjustment in terms of his professionalism, how good a team guy he was, his level of work, but just that chemistry and that comfortability, has shown through more and more here as we've gotten through into the second half and now down into the stretch run. Ollie's a guy that he can play with different people. He makes whatever line he's playing with better because he's an intelligent guy that that creates. He can create offense, but there's no risk to his game. And last night obviously he had a huge impact offensively for us.
Columbus has been playing well as of late, but how important is it for the group to not take any of these opponents, any of these games for granted as you guys are in the hunt for a playoff spot?
Yeah, again, I mean that's just not a topic, And we had a tough game 10 days ago in San Jose. I said it then. Those happen. They can't happen too often. Our focus and preparation, regardless of who we're playing, is just that. It's a focus. It's a preparation for the game at hand. There's no easy way to 2 points. Team we're playing tonight, playing fast, playing really hard. We saw that when they were in Seattle. At that time, both teams were on a back-to-back. So that game had its ups and downs. But look at this team. This team is playing really well, and you see their skill level throughout their forward group, especially. You see that high skill level and the pace that they're playing with. But it's not effective, unless they have that lunch pail mentality in terms of work, and work habits, and they have that.
Dave, a lot of the guys have talked about how they're enjoying playing meaningful hockey right now. As things get tighter and tighter, do you want to see intensity increase, or is it about just maintaining that consistency as well?
Your intensity has to match the moment. You can't carry that with you all day long. You can't carry that around with you all week long. You have to manage your emotions, and you have to be ready to go at game time. Each and every one of these games is going to be extremely competitive. Again, we saw that last night. You've got to go through the finish line, and we were able to do that last night. You get a little break today, get away from it for a few hours during the day, and on a back-to-back now come back with kind of a renewed focus. You got to manage the energy. You got to figure out exactly how you feel and how you can help the team. And how you can go out and be effective in a situation where we're not on fresh legs and they are. So we've got to go out and do a great job together.
Can you share who your starting goaltender will be tonight?
Yeah, Gruby is.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.